Hey everybody, it's your old pal Brian Hunt, and welcome to another episode of 60 Seconds of Risk. Once again, we're coming to you from lovely Addison Park here near Addison Circle. It's a spring day, trees are starting to bloom, and it's a wonderful opportunity to go outside and enjoy yourself. And obviously with this time of year, a lot more construction is going to happen. And with that, any construction project, you need a good architect. So it is with distinct pleasure I'm introducing my friend Aarohi Pilankar with OTJ. Aarohi, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brian. I've watched several of these, and what an honor and fun to be here with you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but you got the airport and you got the planes. That happens,
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to have this chat with you.
Well, thank you. So, Aarohi, you've been in the architecture world for quite some time, correct?
Yes, I have.
And until you joined your recent firm, how long have you been in Dallas?
I moved to Dallas in 2007.
Okay.
So, originally from India, went to Texas A&M, graduated from Texas A&M, and moved to Dallas, been here ever since.
Awesome. And so you had experience as far as being in the Dallas market, but you were picked by your current employer, OTJ, to start the Dallas office, correct?
I was, and it's one of those blessings in disguise. You don't know what you don't know until something comes a knocking, and it was one of those opportunities that I decided to take a leap of faith and open OTJ's Dallas office. It's a DC-based firm. They've been around for 30 years, but this was a challenge for me, and one that I think was perfect, where I was in my career to sort of go down this road.
So when you first started to open the office, what were some of the initial challenges? Obviously you've been here, but OTJ had not. So what was the sort of initial issue?
So more than the issues, I would say I was fortunate that there was one person sort of laying the groundwork for OTJ. It was our business development, she's our client liaison, Sarah Badzi. She was here in Dallas sort of making inroads into the Dallas community, getting to know the people, spread the word. And the biggest challenge, I would say, just right off the bat, coming new to the market, was just spreading the name.
Okay.
It's like we have the portfolio, but you're always sort of like, OT what?
Yeah.
Are you architecture? What do you do?
Yeah.
So it was like people knew me, but they always knew me and my name associated with the old firm. So
Sure.
this was like, okay, tell us who you are, tell us what you do. Yeah.
So when you're initially, obviously OTJ is an established firm, but you're here, did you have to sort of prove yourself first, maybe take some smaller projects before you get the bigger projects?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had to prove ourselves. The good thing was that OTJ's reputation, people like brokerage firms and some of the developers that OTJ's worked with in the past, the folks in the Dallas market were able to call their peers and colleagues and sort of cross-check, hey, we met these these people at OTJ, like what do you think of them?
Yeah.
And they always got resounding heck yes, you know, and I think that sort of helped the Dallas team grow and sort of have a few cheerleaders as we started off.
Very good. So now you fast forward to where you are now, and you're probably like everybody else, finding talent is hard. And like we talked in the prior episode, finding architects is extremely hard because the unemployment rate's almost like 1% or 2%.
Yes.
So what's been some of the things you've had to do to try to find talent or at least attract talent?
Brian, one of the things that I sort of set a goal for myself is I'm going to be very intentional with the team that I create.
Okay.
I really listen to the team members' needs, and one of the things was culture. Being a woman in architecture, being a woman in the industry, I've had some great experiences and I've had some not so great experiences, and there's a lot you learn along the way of what not to do.
Yeah.
And that helped me guide my, the way I wanted to build the office. So it was intentional recruiting. We don't use recruiters, OTJ doesn't. It's always through someone you know.
Okay.
And so we grew our firm very intentionally, bit by bit. Some recommendations, some old colleagues that I've worked with, fresh grads out of UTA.
All right.
So it's a good mix. It's a very diverse team, and we're looking to add more.
Very good. So if you think about what you took to start a firm here, and if somebody's watching this and maybe they're in the same position as you are, what would be that one sort of nugget or thing like you say, hey, you got to be worried about this or plan for that?
Yes, thank you. This was a very good question because I always tell everyone, I was taught to be a good architect. No one taught me the business of architecture.
Different.
And that is the piece that I struggle with the most. But I would say ask questions.
Okay.
Like, I'm not afraid. You know, we've got the resources. OTJ's got amazing operational leaders that are there to help you build this company. And so I'm not afraid to ask questions, like, how did you do this? You know, I've called up other principals who've started other offices, and I've talked to them and said, how did you navigate this issue? Or I've reached out to our, you know, chief people officer, or chief marketing officer, you know, give me the collateral, you know, can we do it this way? Can we do it that way? So asking questions, raising my hand for help, you know, people are there to help you. They want to help.
Amen. I mean, I say my personal world, like, I moved the transition from a carrier to broker. There's a lot I didn't know. And if I was afraid to ask a question, I'd be stuck where I was. So no, thank you very much. It's a good point. So Aarohi, thank you so much for being on the show.
Of course.
Guys, as all times, hope you enjoy this content. If there's somebody specific you want me to see or topic to cover on LinkedIn, please post that on my LinkedIn notes. You can also subscribe to this on my YouTube channel. You can also find these links to the videos at Twitter. Until next time, thank you.